Welcome back, everybody. Long time no see. I feel like I say that a lot. I think that's the new catchphrase for our podcast. Long time no see. You think? Yeah. I'll take that as I wholeheartedly agree. And I'm already lagging. That's awesome. I'll kick things off, though, while my Discord refreshes. You haven't seen us in a while because we've been having some technical difficulties behind the scenes that require me to spend money on things, on certain proprietary software that I don't have the money for. So that didn't happen. But we do have an episode which we recorded shortly after 81, and episode 82, as it were, with special guest Brandon Moore. Apologies, Brandon, for not posting that. It was split into 3 parts due to recording errors, or malfunctioning, rather. And then on top of that, the second part of, again, 3 separate files that the podcast was split into. We had a fun time recording. We talked about some really great stuff. A guy who had just the craziest road rage thing I've ever seen, where he drove through a parade. Thankfully, he didn't hit anybody, but he drove into a parade, totally disrupted everything, and then just caused a bunch of mayhem. We got a kick out of that guy. What else? We talked about Komodo dragons killing animals on camera and listening to the animals shriek out in agony, which I love. I loved every bit of that, and just a ton else. I think my Discord's working again. Sorry, we had some Discord issues there, and Lorenzo, I know you would have loved to have been a part of the first 3 minutes of the recording here, but I'm not restarting for anybody. I was just saying that we tried to record with our buddy Brandon Moore, which would have been episode 82, but we had some technical difficulties that I still haven't resolved yet due to my perpetual brokenness. So that's what it is. This is 82 now. I'm the captain now, says this episode, and Captain Phillips, aka Brandon Moore, is taking backseat, and we'll see him at the end of the film, saving everybody. And
I never saw the movie, so
he'll probably come back around episode 85, and it'll be super outdated. And I was going to say, we were talking about a really fun road rage incident on that episode that I was just super fond of. Had a great time, and now it's old news now. Everywhere I look, everyone's talking about this guy. I saw today an iDubbbz video talking about this guy. The guy's in the thumbnail. I saw what's his face, fucking short goth fuck on Moist Critical on YouTube talking about him. I mean, it's just, now we're going to seem like hacks that just rip shit off of the front page of YouTube, right? When I know deep in my heart, and the audience should know, I found that shit on Reddit when it was being baked, when it was being cooked up in the lab. Actually, no, I think I found it on YouTube, but still, I found it because it was recommended to me after several other videos of the same category. I found it on a deep dive of our very own YouTube.com, courtesy of Google, and I almost said Susan Wojcicki. I think it's an Indian guy now. Anyway, not to go on a racist. Who made YouTube? I don't know who made YouTube, but I was just saying, giving the CEO their due.
Oh, word.
Credit, well deserved, on helping me find the craziest white driver in Portland, Oregon. I think that's where it was, right? That parade video that we watched. I think it was Portland.
I think, yeah. Oh shit, boy.
Yeah. That was just straight up recommended to me. Yeah, and you liked this video, now watch this guy totally ruin a parade for everybody.
Man was wild, and that shit was, boy.
I kind of just want to watch it now because I mean the video with Brandon's going to come out eventually, but I want
to be real with you. If it was me, I wouldn't have got so far.
You wouldn't? What do you mean?
Could you imagine?
No, they don't. They don't know he's white. I guess they did because a bike cop comes up next to him and tells him to pull over. Yeah. But the thing is, they don't want to open fire in a crowded area. I feel like they would have shot at him if they weren't surrounded on all sides by like women and children.
I could see that.
And, like bystanders.
I don't know about that necessarily, but I could see.
In the city, it goes down differently. They don't just. I know you want to think that they would shoot and kill you. I know you do, and I do too, because that's how it feels so often. But in cities, it's different. There's different protocol. You see people getting away with shit in D.C. all the time. You see these people on ATVs. You don't think the cops are like, fucking kill them. They're like twitching. You see the veins in their, because they just.
No. I was just talking about that shit with somebody the other day, the Noon Boys or some shit, and they're like, they all stick together, you know. I'd be like, they be holding up traffic. I'd want to hit them with my car high key, and I'd be like, I might plow down a few like this dude. I might turn into him.
You just might. I mean, who wouldn't?
I fucking start transforming. I start losing my hair and get paler. My car transforms to a fucking truck, and I like ram through.
Forgot this guy's name. Let me see if we can find it here. Sidney Mecham, SIDNEY space MECHAM. I can spell, and that's him there. There's a twist at the end. I don't want to spoil it, but we do a little bit of a deep dive on him in the Brandon episode, and at the end, I guess I will, because we'll release that episode, and you can just laugh along with us. But we discover in real time that he's also a pedophile, and it's just like he's a sex offender, and like he just seems like your average like white trash, but he goes a step further with just a riveting criminal history in like the worst sense. So
super trash.
Oh my God!
With the fucking train.
Huh?
I'm stuck on the fucking freeways all over the place.
So he's on the phone with somebody. It sounds like he's on speaker, right? Doesn't it sound like he's? And it's just even funnier that he's like holding his phone next to his head, talking. Yeah. Like he thinks he needs to talk into his phone to participate on a speaker phone call. Like the microphone isn't built into the dash or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't all be blessed with brains, you know. Some of us have to be a little, you know what I'm saying, in order for the rest of us to, you know.
Oh, for sure.
Has to be balanced.
But can I say, this is a really smart guy, and that'll be nothing but evidenced by the footage we're about to witness together.
He's definitely a creative.
This
He's
guy.
A very out-of-the-box thinker.
Creative is the word. If he played Minecraft, I don't even think he would touch survival mode for a second.
Oh my God.
I think he's flying around. I think he's putting down whatever block he wants in whatever biome he pleases, and he's fucking with all the mobs, and he's just having a good time everywhere. Or maybe not, because he's so outraged at this traffic. I mean, we've all been in traffic before. We've all been mad in traffic.
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
DC traffic. Boy, I'm gonna tell you something. I be thinking some dots. I'm so surprised that like there hasn't been like a traffic shooting in DC, but probably not, because then it's like if I shoot them, then the cars don't move.
They don't move,
I'm guaranteed that's the
you
only
get moved.
reason that happen.
You get relocated, in fact, for an indefinite period of time.
To a nice, cozy little place.
But yeah, you're right. It doesn't help the cars to move from in front of you now. But I mean, this guy's an inspiration. I think this is because he didn't harm anybody, not that we know of yet, based on our research.
We don't know who it was previously, but in this current instance, you know.
Yeah.
They got it all blocked off. The Lloyd Center exit, the Convention Center exit, every mother the exit. You
So I wanted to detail on the episode we recorded that's not out yet again. Apologies, Brandon. But from doing some research on the backstory here, for context, he's on his way to a family gathering of some kind. And I believe he's on the phone there with his sister. And they're trying to meet at his mother's house, at their mother's house. I'm not sure if it's his sister or his cousin. But they just have two people sounded more related in tone alone. I mean, just to rewind a second.
Oh my God!
With the fucking train.
Huh?
I'm stuck on the fucking freeways.
You can hear her flipping people off right now, just idly in the background as she's got her phone up against her head on a speakerphone call. She's driving with her pussy, and she's got the other hand is free to flip everyone off as she passes by. And you might even hear honking on the call here.
They got it all blocked off. The Lloyd Center exit, the Convention Center exit, every motherfucking exit. You
Anyway, I just want to make that point. So he's he's given into reckless abandon here on the freeway, and he is flipping off.
What's the breakdown?
Yeah, we're in real time, and he's flipping off what appears to be the road traffic services that are blocking off traffic. So he's not flipping off his fellow roadway men. I don't even drivers. He's deliberately flipping off the people who have the cones out, who are blocking off the lanes of traffic that would help alleviate this traffic jam here. He's picking up speed. We hear the engine revving. This is all footage courtesy of Sidney here, I'd like to add. So we can thank Sidney for so carefully documenting every moment of this for us on just all sides, I want to say, too. I mean, front, back cam. We've got the POV cam here. So we know exactly what he's going through. This is what he's seeing. And we've all seen it. You want to talk about DC, how bad that is. I've been there. I just want to take the exit. I just want to get to the dumbass fucking club I'm supposed to do 5 minutes at that really I'm only doing 3.5 because somebody took too long and wasted everyone's time to tell some jokes that didn't even work, that they basically just forgot how to set up right. And now everyone else has to suffer. That, again, I'm not getting paid for, to do what was promised as 5 and has now turned into 3.5 minutes, that I'll be told is 4.5, but is really 3.5. And they're lying to me. They're lying to my face, because when I watch the video back, I'll know for sure. I'm counting every second of my recording to find out that I was really sent up there to do but a lowly 3.5 minutes. And I just want to take that exit and get that and rip that Band-Aid off. You know what I mean? I just want to get there, get it over with, get home, and shoot myself in the head. That's all I want to do. And this traffic is what's stopping me from doing that. Yeah, so now instead of shooting myself, I'm going to go on a rampage. And I'm going to take what little of a shoulder I have at my disposal to get around these fucks and into the closest parade I can find.
That music, the soundtrack.
I know. He's bumping. He's got the handicap placard. That's nice. Like we didn't know he was mentally challenged. Here we go. Hitting cones. We sit from both sides.
He's speeding up too. He's ready.
Oh yeah, like just imagine somebody's like walking around next to any one of these barricades and they see this like charging at them, like this guy right here walking. He's like, what is happening? Imagine being that dude and then seeing this guy drive off. Are you on your phone for the rest of the day, like refreshing the news to see like what happened to this guy? I feel like that would be me.
I feel like I'd be like standing on the side eating lunch or some shit.
Yeah.
Like hear a truck come in, but I'm like, oh no, we put the cones up, and then I fucking get hit or some shit, or I like nearly, I gotta hop up in a tree or some shit to dodge this motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Aim for the windshield.
That's the most exciting thing that's happened to me at work ever. That day, the day that Sidney Mecham graced me, and he's a celebrity now to me.
Oh my god.
The P dot or V dot equivalent of whatever fucking state traffic service this is, or transportation service, has this barricade up. I mean, truly, like, he's a living legend. And this song is his anthem now. Whatever the fuck white trash fucking Christian rock this is.
You know what's the Legend of Zelda, what's it, the Breath of the Wild, that song that they had on the commercials? It kind of reminds me of that one.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
The new one?
No, the one before. Well, yeah, new, you know what I'm saying? And
I don't even remember the last wave of like Zelda commercials. You must have been pummeled with those on fucking
This is a long time
YouTube.
ago.
But the fact that you remember that, like, not the Tears of the Kingdom, whatever the new that you're talking about, the last game.
Last one.
Yeah, you must have. And I've been there. Trust me, I have my commercials that I can't forget, even with psychoactive rehabilitation or the intervention of psychedelic medication. Well, I never forget.
It doesn't work. It doesn't go away.
So I'm sorry that happened to you, but I don't remember that specific song.
Oh my god, yeah.
I turned it down just a little bit here because the music is bumping. All right, so he's in the parade. Just a matter of seconds, truly, off of the whatever overpass he was just on. He made it. He's arrived at just people having a good time. They're at the point of the parade. I'm not sure if it's past or if it's incoming, but people are in the middle of the road of this parade path because, again, they might be anticipating floats shortly, or they may have just passed, and now it's kind of like walk around and mingle time. Sidney doesn't care. It's time for Sidney to hit as many people as possible, or justifiably so. So I think if there are people in the road, they're fair game.
I'll get 1,000 points. Oh shit, boy! They're running.
He kind of loses course here. I think so. I think what's going through his mind, that was unfair to me. Let me back up. A couple seconds ago, I said he's trying to hit people. Clearly not. Sidney. I think he's starting to see. Oh, the roads are blocked off for a reason. This might have been a rush to judgment on the city that. This might have just been unnecessary construction during the day for no reason. But I see now that I don't belong here, and that this area is shut down because the masses have gathered on this particular street at this hour. And now I'm going to continue on. I'm a part of the parade. I am afloat, and I can explain that to the officers as they inevitably approach, that I'm a part of the performance. I'm the handicap activist portion of the parade.
Gotta be inclusive.
Handicap awareness.
Yeah.
So there's a bike cop getting on his motorcycle and pulling up on Sidney's left here. He's nodding, he's he's really calm. He's like, I got it. I understand. You want me to pull over? Look at all these people watching him.
Yeah.
Boy, were they in for a treat. I mean, how many fucking people saw this? Like, it has to be thousands.
I know everybody's recording, like...
They're all recording. It's all on TikTok. Those are the best TikToks, where there are several angles, where you just type in the topic and then boom. It's
like Montgomery Bra, gotta get them angles.
Exactly.
Ooh.
That's what this became. And I would love to find some of those, and I'm sure they are on TikTok and on Instagram Reels and so on. But for now,
thankful that we have the three fucking views that we have.
That's what I'm saying. For now, we will do just fine with what Sidney has provided us. God is good, and Sidney is even fucking better. Thank you, sir. Like, look at this. You know, he's just some fucking freak too. That like some conspiracy theory fucking nut job who thinks he needs all this for his protection, and then what it just ultimately fucks him up the ass 4 different ways from 4 angles. Like, we got his colonoscopy, but like 4 different viewpoints.
Oh my God.
Thanks to his paranoia.
Inside the colon, we got like a view of the fucking anus hole. We got
the anus hole. Every level, each individual level of the sphincter.
Yeah.
In action. I mean, we're like just
vault doors and shit.
And truly we do, because we're just watching how his mind works. It operates clearly in its calmest state with his mouth wide open, just agape.
He could get as much air as he can. Very important with brain activity.
Well, see, at one point he starts vaping and shit. Like, he's cool as a fucking cucumber at one point. I think it's as soon as he exits the public view here, then he gets real calm. And this guy is just fat enough too. Can I add? Like, he's the amount of fat to where this almost makes sense.
Oh my God.
Why he would be so calm? Because he's like, I'm not running anywhere after this. I'm not climbing on top of any buildings to escape. I have to drive. I have to blend in. I have to be just as fat as everyone else, and I have to walk around after this if I have any chance of escaping. There is no likelihood of me vaulting over any fence, of me shooting off on an open stretch on foot. I have to remain in this vehicle. I cannot. There's no chance I can carjack anyone. Even with the gun, if they sped off, I could not keep up. I couldn't do it. I will have an asthma attack and I will perish. So it's like, I kind of get why he has to keep it cool. He has to be calm and collect with it.
Yeah, just to make rational issues.
Yeah. The people are.
Yo, he almost hit those dudes.
I know, and why would he even try to move? That guy's so stupid. That guy, I feel like he's smarter than I'm giving him credit for, because he wanted to get hit and get paid for it or something, because he's on the job. You know, if a criminal comes through.
I tried to stop him. He got by, and I got hurt. Ooh. That good state money. Ooh.
Exactly, but I mean, there's really no other reason for him to be. It looks like he's trying to move the barricade so it doesn't get crushed. Like, you don't get paid for that. Let that shit break. Record it. Get ad revenue off of the recording of you capturing the Sidney Mecham on the streets of Portland, crashing through the barricade that you set out, and keep that. See if he'll sign it later.
Ooh, fuck yeah.
You know?
Oh, shit. You could sell that. Oh, damn. He could have sold the Sidney Mecham
There's
barricade.
some fucking freak show subreddit that will buy that. They will buy it, and then they'll post it. They'll post it for months.
Sidney's our hero.
They'll post as many different angles and images of that broken barricade as Sidney has provided us in dash cam footage on that subreddit.
Oh, Sidney, teach us the ways of running through parades when traffic tries to approach us.
So he's in a kind of vacated area still, and he's back out on the street. Why doesn't he park? Well, that's the thing, though. But the cop that pulled up next to him has seen his face. He can make him out.
Oh,
now.
Yeah.
And at this point, so many people have his specific vehicle on recording, like they're live taping this going down, that they can make his vehicle, they can make his license plates and trace that back to him, And they already have the two accounts of the cop that made him out, and everybody's going to be able to trace his vehicle back to him. So he can't deny that it was him in his car driving it, right? He's already two. They can put 2 and 2 together now from the separate accounts. So yeah, he tried to what?
He should have had the windows up. He fucked up.
Yeah,
he could have been like, "Oh, that's my cousin. I don't fucking know." Somebody like,
yeah, Sidney Mecham. That was him. Yeah, not my fat ass. What would I be doing? Driving through a parade. I don't have any business to. Did I mention I'm handicapped?
Oh shit!
Did I mention I have a bad limp? If I even so much as try to blink the wrong way, my hip falls off. It falls out of its socket, and I die. I know I have no business causing havoc like this in the street.
Wouldn't do such a thing.
Hell no. This is one of my favorite parts right here. Because again, he's vaping. Yeah, here we go. He's like, "Woo, we made it. We're back in society. We're back in traffic."
Oh my god.
And then just when he thinks he's free and clear, here comes the police unmarked Suburban here. Hello. Hey, Sid. Once they go on by and they get out, there's a bike cop behind him just getting off his bike slowly to talk to him, and then he just skirts around all that. He's in the trolley lane, looks like, the streetcar lane. He's just driving on the streetcar tracks.
I love it.
Straight up. And we've all done that in GTA, so I get that is a valid course of action in any police escape. Oh, we were talking about this with Brandon. What star count do you think he has at this? If you had to describe him a star count,
3 or 4. 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 almost. Like he's gaining up to 4. He's at 3 now.
Yeah,
he's definitely yeah, he's pushing it.
But I mean, in GTA, this is tame. I feel like this is only 2 or 3 in GTA, and I might have said more on the last time we watched this when it comes out. So don't think I'm contradicting myself. I'm amending what I might have said because he hasn't injured anybody. He's done nothing. He's done nothing near what it takes to elicit gunfire.
Yeah.
And get the SWAT trucks out and the helicopter chase.
Oh, is that 4? 4 is the SWAT?
I think 4 is helicopters and
okay. 5
and SWAT, and then 5 is like tanks and like the National Guard comes.
Tanks came at the same time.
No. Yeah, the helicopters come first, so they can keep eyes on you.
Right.
And then the tanks come to neutralize you.
Indeed. Okay, so he's 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3 for sure. And he feels that. That's why he's vaping now. He's like, it's safe. It's safe to hit a couple drags now.
Oh my God, he's a stressed man.
He's a stressed man. He understands, hey, if I do get caught, I might not have access to this for a while. Let's get a couple off while it's safe. While I have my freedoms preserved.
Factuals. Because he's about to lose them.
He's about to lose them all.
Lose them.
He's so calm. Like you said, breathing through all...
trying to get all the air,
openings, taking in all the oxygen he can, because clearly he didn't get enough to the brain earlier. That's fine. Getting more in the bloodstream than maybe he had 4.5 minutes ago.
He's trying to make up for it.
Yeah.
You know, my first idea was bad, but maybe I could maybe do it.
And he can explain that away, I'm sure. I didn't have enough oxygen in my bloodstream going to my brain 4.5 minutes ago, and I'm sorry for that. I've learned my mistake, the error in my ways. I'm willing to change.
Oh my God.
In fact, I will change. You don't have to follow up. You don't need to write this one up, boys. We're good. And he's free and clear now. I mean, look at him. He's having a good time. The song's changed. Clearly, there's been a lapse in time here. I think it was something like an hour after the initial chase that he is apprehended. I think he does park at one point. We see him park at the end of this video anyway. I'm not sure if he gets out of his car at any point, but he does
That's
quote unquote
cool.
get away for just a little bit.
I'd have been parked, but I guess he trying to get where he's
I mean,
trying
he's
to
in
go.
like a school zone, or it looks like he's next to a school bus lot. Okay, yeah, he's in a shopping center right now. He's wiping his face. He's sweating. I mean, clearly he's a little anxious at this point.
Going to jail.
I'll skip ahead now. We didn't watch all this in the last recording. We just commentated on a little bit of it. He's in a residential area now, and I think it's here that he parks his car, or at least tries to.
He's
Right.
going to jail.
Maybe it's not in this video. Oh no, yeah. Oh no, he's just turning another corner. No, he's still going.
I do want to see what the place looks like.
Oh yeah, he does park. Okay, I know I'm not tripping. So he parks in some neighborhood somewhere. Thank you, NBC KGW. Appreciate that, y'all.
Appreciate you.
I wish I could get rid of these so that we could see him
I
where
know.
he's parked at, but that's fine. Whatever. I'm not pressed.
I never got that. I'm like, why you got that shit in the way of the video? Why you ain't just...
No, I do that. I do that with ours. It helps. Yeah, it helps a little bit because people are, oh my God, what's the word? They're dumb as hell, and they just need to see immediately. Like what they're looking at needs to be hijacked with what to look at next. It's not enough just to say, you're here, you've enjoyed this, I hope you watch the next one. That doesn't happen. It has to be such that they're in the middle of something and then their fucking dumb gnat piece of shit little fucking insect fly brain is hijacked by again something new overtaking what they're currently and presently ingesting. You know,
I get that.
So sadly it works, and that's again, I do this exact same one that they're doing here. I do the one with the two on the left. I do a video, the latest video that we posted besides the one they're watching, and then I do a playlist with all the videos we've posted, and then I do the channel circle here, so that if they want to explore the channel some, they can click that one instead. So hey, they're doing it right. No fault to that. I just wish we could see which neighborhood he parked in, so we could see if he would feel comfortable enough to get out of his car, to maybe bang on someone's door and ask for help. Maybe he's sitting there, maybe he's vaping for a while. We could determine that based on the scenery, maybe. You know, because I mean, what are you doing? So imagine, I know you would like to think that you'd be shot and killed immediately. That wouldn't happen. I hate to break, that would not happen. But if you were in his position and you were him, say you're Sidney, you're just as like in terms of like BMI, you're just as unhealthy, and you're just as like outraged and dumb as hell, and you know your criminal history, you know that you're a sex offender. What's going through your head as you park your car in this sort of unsuspecting neighborhood?
Damn, and it's like, I was going to be like, he could ask for help, but like, he's supposed to stay away from kids, ain't he? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Probably, yeah. Or at least like alert people.
Yeah, shit.
I don't know if that's how that works, though. I'm gonna be honest, because people can go out.
Yeah. I think you're supposed to like stay away from schools, and you're supposed to go like.
We did see a lot of school buses in a concentrated area a second ago, so he might be in violation of that.
That's his favorite spot.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he went here. He's like, oh my God, I got to go to my regular hangout where I go on my lunch break.
Oh my God, yo.
Yeah. Like some people go to like a fast food restaurant parking lot and like watch Netflix for 30 minutes on their lunch break. He goes to an elementary school, to like a KFC across from an elementary. He goes to the Marshall's parking lot across from that bus lot / elementary school, and he just sits there. Nobody knows why. Nobody knows why Sidney sits there, and his coworkers see it. They go, "That's strange. Is it his truck? That's Sidney's truck. That's his killer ass fucking Silverado there. It's all decked out with the speakers. I hear him. What's he doing? Is he eating? He's always eating something. He always has like 2 sandwiches at all times. I get that about him. Double fisted sandwich. But he's looking straight ahead. What's he looking at? All I see is like a lady leading a string of kids across the street with one of those ropes. She's telling him to follow her closely across the crosswalk. He can't be looking at the trees or nature. He hates nature. He's always screaming at shrubs for being in his way. He's always screaming at like butterflies for being happy and pollinating. He can't be looking at that. I know it's a beautiful day.
What was that shit? He's sitting across from the school watching Cuties on Netflix.
There's a dance team doing cartwheels over there, but they're like 5. What is he doing?
Oh my god,
that is so odd.
Oh fuck! Holy shit!
I'd ask him about it later, but I feel like he'll start screaming. He'll make a scene.
He's always yelling, if the butterflies aren't safe, I'm not safe.
I'm not safe. They can't even say shit.
I might call this in.
Oh,
I'm gonna be real. If I had a coworker like that, I'd probably call that in. I'm gonna be real. I don't know.
Really? You'd call HR? Or
no,
the police?
The feds. I don't talk to those people, but if you like,
no way,
go and sit across from a school on your lunch every day, you're just like staring at the school.
Yeah.
I'm like, especially if you don't have kids, I'm calling because like I feel like it's weird even if, let's say, you watching your kids at recess. I feel like that's weird, but like especially if you don't have kids, then that's super weird. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I see this. Sorry, not to just suddenly switch. I just caught this out of the corner of my eye. Again, it's that ADHD YouTube mentality, right? But I actually wanted to look into this. I didn't put it in anywhere near our little document, but you know who Hasan Minhaj is, the comedian guy?
He was in the Haunted
Mansion. He was in the Haunted Mansion movie, the terrible movie we watched and reviewed.
Oh my god.
And he was in the trailers, and he was in the movie for 2 seconds.
It was more like 12 seconds. 12 seconds.
Pardon me. And I'm sure every one of those seconds counted toward just a nice heaping hunk of a paycheck. Yeah.
He probably got at least like...
I know he's not mad, yeah. Or Joe Coy, for that matter, at that bar for probably also 12 seconds. Oh, you wouldn't say he was in there shorter.
Now, you see
I think he had 2 scenes. I really do. I think he had... Because he had one where we're introduced to him, and he had another where I think our boy, or your boy, goes back in there. I already forgot his name. What's your boy's name? Lakeith.
Yeah.
But he might only speak for one of those 2 scenes, but I feel like I saw him twice.
Was he in there with Danny DeVito, or was that a different spot?
I don't know. That movie was so fucking forgettable that I couldn't even tell you. I could watch that 4 more times and forget all of it all over again. Because I'm actively trying to forget it. Like how we watch Sidney actively try and forget that he's being chased by no fewer than 8 police officers over the course of 10 minutes.
He's like, I play GTA. I know
what I'm doing. They're gone. They're gone. At this point, the stars would no longer be flashing. They're starting to fade. There are no more red and blue flashing circles on the mini map.
I'm good. I'm safe. That's it.
Yeah, he's got 5 cameras in his car, and he also has a mini map that highlights all the approaching cop cars, the little like fucking half circles. They're POVs. That's when he started vaping, when he realized he wasn't in view anymore. So, oh my god. Every time he opened his mouth, he noticed one was coming around the corner. One just spawned in front of him, was trying to cut him off. So, well, this Hasan Minhaj thing is, I guess, one of his ex-girlfriends gave an interview to the New Yorker or something, saying that he was a bad boyfriend, saying that he lied about some shit. I'm speaking out of school because I haven't even read the article. I don't know this lady's name. I don't know what the allegations are, but all I know is that he responded, and that's actually what this video is on his YouTube channel.
Funny.
I know.
I bet he.
You bet.
Grass.
Well, we'll take a look at it. First, I want to pull up the article because first we'll get some backstory on like what exactly he's been accused of.
It's like you trifling, no good whore. You ain't got nothing better to do. What the hell is this?
I don't know if this is the right thing. This is the wrong thing. I'm really good at looking shit up, y'all. You know that. You've always known that.
He's like Fran from what's that shit called? I Care a Lot.
Is it really from a month ago?
Word?
This is all I'm finding is from a month ago. Is it? I hope it's Hasan Minhaj's Emotional Truths.
I hope so too.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I think this is it because, I mean, well, this in large part is alleging that he's faked a lot of the premises for jokes. Like he's just straight up lied about, according to this article. And I think it's this lady corroborating that. I think it's her saying that he's a liar and he made all his money off of what are essentially fibs. You know, they're just
He's
like
also a gaslighter and a narcissist.
So I mean, we'll see here. And the New Yorker, I want to say, is like a right-leaning publication. I know the New York Post is right wing, but I think this is sort of like a money newspaper. So this is the fact that this is coming after him is like kind of a shocker.
Yeah,
because they would support behavior like this, like make the bag any way you can, queen. You know, like this is sort of like get one over on people. The newspaper. So
I can't wait till they come out with some shit about me.
Let's see here. So the article here, again, titled Hasan Minhaj's Emotional Truths. Subtext: in his stand-up specials, the former Patriot Act host often recounts harrowing experiences he's faced as an Asian American and Muslim American. Does it matter that much if it never happened to him? By Claire Malone. So this was from September 15th, again, nearly a month ago. Let's take a look at what they have to say. Actually, more than a month ago. What am I talking about? We're in November now. Jesus.
Oh, God.
Okay, so, I mean, truly, so almost 2 months ago, the comedian Hasan Minhaj came of age as a practicing Muslim in an Indian family. Yep, we know that. Yeah, he had an interview with Obama recently, and he's one of the top people to take over for Trevor Noah on The Daily Show, which is a highly coveted comedian talk show host position. The Daily Show, you know, Jon Stewart, then Trevor Noah, and now people are looking at this guy because he had a very similar show on, I think, HBO or Netflix called Patriot Act. Yeah, Netflix series Patriot Act. That was very similar.
Oh, I never knew that.
So that's all happening around him. And Trevor Noah apparently said, we've needed Hasan's voice since Donald Trump came down that golden escalator and turned immigrants and Muslims into his targets. So, I mean, even Trevor Noah himself is an advocate of said succession. In Minhaj's approach to comedy, he leans heavily on his own experience as an Asian American and Muslim American. We went over that, but after many weeks of trying, I had been unable to confirm some of the stories that he had told on stage. Okay, so this person is actively trying to verify the validity of some of these stories that he's told throughout his career as a stand-up comic and as a performer. I guess behind the scenes, I don't know who they're talking to quite yet. When we met on a recent afternoon at a comedy club in the West Village, Minhaj acknowledged for the first time that many of the anecdotes he related in his Netflix specials were untrue. Okay, so he owned up to that in a conversation with this reporter. Still, he had said that he stood by his work because, quote, every story in my style is built around a seed of truth. He said, my comedy Arnold Palmer is 70% emotional truth. This happened, and then 30% hyperbole, exaggeration, fiction. I could hear him like really fucking keyed up on like cocaine, trying to wave this away. I mean, it's like my Arnold Palmer, you know, like the mixture of it is like 70% fake, and then like 30% this is fucking the truth.
Oh my god!
You know, really trying to make it sound like it's, because that's crazy. I mean, truly, like, because I get making a mountain out of a molehill for a joke. I get exaggerating for a joke, but what he's going to be accused of exaggerating is shit that it's like, why would you ever say that? Why would you ever say that this happened when it so clearly didn't happen? And that's like a fucking crazy ass thing to say. And it goes way beyond a joke. It goes toward you trying to like pine for sympathy, or, you know, become some type of martyr, or, you know, symbol of immigrant American justice. And he's like clearly setting himself up for that, right? So I mean, like, I'm a proponent of people like him. If his stories are true, I'm a fucking mega proponent of them doing well and succeeding. And hell yeah. But this guy, if what he's saying is untrue, that he said was true at a certain point, if he's saying all that is correct, right? He's taken a job from so many other fucking people who have like way more truthful fucking things happen to them, you know, that could have just as easily succeeded and taken his position, and have been coming from a place of, you know, of real grounded, like, this actually fucking happened to me, shut the fuck up, you know. And that's a much stronger foundation to deflect criticism from, and to take a mantle like The Daily Show on in the way that Trevor Noah has, you know, because like that guy really is South African. That guy's mom really did go through apartheid. That guy has really seen some shit, you know. And then Hasan Minhaj wants to lie about he got mailed anthrax and his daughter opened the letter, and apparently that's not true. It's like, okay.
What? I didn't know he had a daughter, first off, but second off, like, what?
So yeah, I mean, I did see a little bit of this. I don't know when this lady's thing comes. I guess the lady is the author in this case, so it might not be a girlfriend of his involved at all. So I apologize if that's not the case, but I could have sworn I heard something about there's a woman's involvement that he had close personal ties with, but that might not have been. Yeah.
If I automatically suspect it to be an ex-girlfriend or some shit, because it just seems so on the book for somebody, you know what I'm saying? It just seems so appropriate. That's what they do. That's what they do. You know? I
mean, we'll see. That might not even have anything to do with this. I might have misheard, because again, there are so many of those stories of like, okay, this lady's coming out of the woodwork now to say her piece, and now we're all going to listen and then see a response in the way that Aziz Ansari responded to the one lady and totally shut that shit down. I thought that's what this was going to be, but I do remember reading the parts of like, okay, it's not just one thing, it's several instances of him lying about shit. It's grouped with some other shit, so we'll see what holds up and what doesn't, and then we'll watch his video response, which I haven't seen yet. I don't know how much of that we'll actually watch because I haven't vetted it. But we're reading this just to set up for the context, and then I think that's all we have time for because we're almost at an hour here, and I don't want the recording to fail. I'm trying to monitor that shit. But in his 2022 stand-up special on Netflix, The King's Jester, a biographical reflection on fame, vainglory, and Minaj's obsession with social media clout, he relates a story about an FBI informant who infiltrated his family's Sacramento area mosque in 2002. When Minaj was a junior in high school, as Minaj tells it, Brother Eric, a muscle-bound white man who said he was a convert to Islam, gained the trust of the mosque community. He went to dinner at Minaj's house and even had offered to teach weight training to the community's teenage boys, but Minaj had Brother Eric pegged from the beginning. Okay, this is as it's told in his special here. Eventually, Brother Eric tried to entice the boys into talking about jihad. Minaj decided to mess with Brother Eric, telling him that he wanted to get his pilot's license soon. So I actually saw this. I think I saw this part of his special when it came out, actually. Soon the police were on the scene, slamming Minaj against the hood of a car. Years later, while watching the news with his father, Minaj saw a story about Craig Montelay or Montel, whatever however you say, that's not even white. I know why they accepted him into the mosque so quickly with a name like that, with an H in like the most awkward place possible at the end. Okay, so who assumed the cover of a personal trainer when he became an FBI informant in Muslim communities in Southern California? He recalls, well, Papa, look who it is, telling his father, it's our good friend, Brother Eric. So that's one of those fun stories. Let's see how it turns. Oh my God. What? From patriarch segments and the killing of Khashoggi. So basically she's alleging that neither of those things happened. That story and another story of a similar vein here fall out from the Patriot Act. So okay, then there's that. The permanent change is possible. Okay, here's anthrax shit. Oh, okay, so I think it, yeah. What? Yeah, so he tells the story of a letter sent to his home which was filled with white powder. Yeah, so these are two stories that he told stemming from like racist attacks on him that may not have happened at all, that it seems like he admitted were greatly exaggerated, at least 70% true according to him. And I think in the white powder story, he says he never identified what it was, and then it was sent to his place of work, not even his house, and his daughter didn't go anywhere near it. But the story is really pointed like it got sent to his house and his daughter nearly opened it. And it's really leading to like she almost died when again it went nowhere near her or his family.
Mass deception. What's that one shit? This is like Skyrim and shit, and it's like deception 100. You know what I'm talking about? You like level up the shits.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Be able to like pickpocket people or whatever. I mean, he's done a great job of pickpocketing the American public,
pickpocketing the minds of America
of their clout. You know.
God.
He's discussed the white powder incident in interviews without taking the opportunity to clarify that the events he describes on stage, including his daughter's hospitalization. So he said that his daughter was hospitalized as a result of the letter incident. Didn't happen as told. I remember in that moment going, oh shit, sometimes the envelope pushes back. He told the Daily Beast in 2022. I asked him if he felt that he had manipulated his audience. He said, no, I don't think I'm manipulating. I think they are coming for the emotional roller coaster ride. He went on, of course they are, you dumb bitch. I mean, what the fuck? If you say that your daughter was hospitalized because you got a letter mailed to you that she opened, people do want to hear that because that's insane. And even in the spirit of preventing that from happening, they want to know about it. Whether or not it's a good joke is another thing, but that's just an interesting story. And the fact that you had to fabricate like a majority of that shit just to get people to be interested in what you had to say, I mean, you should really have a lot to think about. Like, am I funny?
It was funnier when Chappelle did it, when he would play the crackhead and he was like, is anthrax bad? You remember that?
Yeah, but I mean, that's not even, that's him playing a character in a sketch. Which to your point, he could have easily just done that. He could have easily just he could have invented a scenario where that happened, and if he's funny enough in his delivery, it could have been just as successful. But for him to say this is 100% true, and he likes to do this too. You'll see him like with his eyes get all big. He's like, I'm not fucking like this happened. This is the situation in America right now. My daughter opened a letter with anthrax and she was hospitalized, and everyone that's when you get the dead silence. Everyone goes because they're waiting to hear how this turns into a joke, because this is a fucking insane story that he's telling right now. You know? In the same way that any of these other guys will tell like they said at the top, a harrowing story, and then everything's dead silent, and then they bring it around, and they're like, everyone's waiting for the punchline because it's like, this is some dangerous shit going on. But but
still doing anthrax. Is that like, are we still doing that? I feel like it would be fentanyl if anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And cops do that. cops saying I got dosed with like a gram of fentanyl and I had to be rushed to the hospital when that shit never happened. And people don't cut them any slack either, and I never would, you know, because that's bullshit. It's like, why are you trying to put somebody away for some shit that never even happened to you? It's your big fat fucking donut eating pussy ass wants everyone to believe for what? Because you
Not gonna lie. If they say I did it, it might be true.
No, but I mean, cops are just looking for an excuse to have a stroke on the job. To get their pension, to be retired. Yeah. And if they're in a fucking seminar taught by some fucking crackhead, roided out piece of shit ex-cop, you know, who's like shills his service. If they're at a seminar that says, if you get exposed to even the smallest like fucking fragment of fentanyl, that they'll send you into a coma instantly, I guarantee it. And they even get a whiff. They even get a look at a piece of dust the wrong way, or like one of those little fucking flying aphid things.
I smelled the fentanyl.
That's when you see the cops like fake pass out and shit in these videos when they open a trunk and they pass out. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Bunch of fucking teenage girls and shit. God damn.
Like, they should have went to fucking acting school. They should have been
drama camp.
They could have been Hasan here.
God damn.
He said they're there for the roller coaster ride. To the people that are like, yo, that is way too crazy to happen. I don't care. Because fuck yes, that's the point. But was the invention of a traumatic experience with his child or with law enforcement entrapment distasteful, given the moral heft of those things and the fact that other people have actually experienced them? That's my takeaway, is like the fact that other people in his position have definitely experienced shit like that, like direct threats of terrorism, racist encounters, profiling. There are way too many people, comedians in particular, experiencing that on a day-to-day basis all around him and in LA or wherever the fuck he is. Yeah. That it's like there's no excuse he lied about it to get ahead. And
you could say, hey, this happened to my friend and I said this or some shit like that.
And his excuse would be, and it seems to be, that all I'm doing is getting those stories that could be just as real to someone else. I'm getting those out there. But my thing is, like, why not let them get those out there themselves?
True.
You know, why are you preventing the people who could just as easily get those same stories out when they really fucking happen to them? Why are you depriving them of that opportunity? Because you want to take the mantle, because you want to be the person, you want to be their face, their spokesperson. Well, you don't have any business being that. In that sense, you could be just as funny doing shit else, making sketches about situations that happen to other people, and coming at it from an honest perspective of that. I've seen people that this happened to. Let me portray them in an honest way. Let me establish that this is a character that this is happening to, and not myself, not my daughter, which is also crazy to wrap your daughter into it. Like, how fucking insane do you have to be?
She going to school and shit, the kids making fun of her. Drug my anthrax.
Yeah, they're throwing baby powder, like talcum powder, at her in the cafeteria.
Oh shit!
Now because her family's gonna be a laughing stock now, because he was like, okay, baby, I'm gonna use you in this joke. Okay, it's just a funny, silly joke. I'm just gonna say that you opened a letter and you got some little powder on you. That's it. And then you ended up in the hospital. But don't tell anybody how your hospital trip was. Just don't tell them you blacked out. In fact, that works better. Tell them you blacked out, you hit your head, and you don't remember anything. That really works.
From what I hear, fentanyl basically just puts you to sleep. From what I hear.
Well, this is anthrax, which is supposed to kill you immediately.
Oh,
so the fact that his daughter would have opened this and not died immediately is a blessing.
Kids survive anything.
Yeah,
those tough little bastards. Yeah.
So I don't know. Again, if a Me Too situation happens during this, maybe he'll address that in his video here. But let's watch that, because it seems like it's mostly just this
liar.
This person talking about his lies.
A liar, gaslighter, misogynist. The basic shit. The same stuff they'll say about me.
Yeah, this is way too long. I wish I read the Spark Notes version or the fucking the key
They don't
points.
have a gist. I need a gist.
So let's just watch this.
I know the news coming out of the Middle
I'm sure
East.
that's why he's winning too, because he did the smart thing and he made a high def video that's very well edited. He's got a crazy ass backdrop. The lighting is there. He's at a desk, so he's got the hand movements. I'm sure he's gonna have graphics to pull up on the side, SNL style,
Like
John Oliver style, Daily Show style. This is his Daily Show audition right here. This is.
Shit.
It's like, okay, you want to come at me with an article? I've got you with the desk, with the cameras, with the lights.
2-in-1. He sent the same thing to the Daily Show people. He sent, oh shit, boy.
It's like, you brought the action, I brought the lights, the camera, the script. Come see me if you want, please.
Right now, feels devastating and hopeless. And I've been asked by a lot of people to give my perspective on what is happening in the region. I've also been asked, wait a second, aren't you a liar? Now for the
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Fucking, wait, don't you lie about shit? Posing it as just like a throwaway little comment. Like, aren't you a fucking piece of shit bitch? Like, don't you lie about like all your jokes and shit? Like, aren't all your jokes untrue? Because then now I guarantee now it's just going to turn into, no, I don't lie about everything. Sure, I lied about a couple things. That's only to boost up boost up people who are subjugated to abuse, subjugated to profiling and racism on a day-to-day basis. I did y'all a favor lying about that shit. I lied about your truth. I hate the way it's framed already.
Multiplication, you multiply the negative with the positive.
Exactly. And now I'm rich. Look, isn't it? That's how it works. Don't you love it?
those of you who don't
Disney
know,
check.
back in September, the New Yorker ran a piece on me called Hasan Minhaj's Emotional Truths, in which a reporter fact-checked my stand-up specials and found some factual inaccuracies that they wanted to ask me about. So I sat down with them to explain my writing process and why I make certain creative choices in my stand-up. Now, when the article came out, it got picked up by almost every single news outlet, all of them basically saying the same thing.
Critics are raising questions about Hasan Minhaj and whether he and other comedians should be more truthful with their materials.
One of Mr. Minaj's stories is about a white girl he asked to the prom who spurned him on the big day when her parents didn't want pictures taken with a brown boy, except it never happened.
Now, with everything that's happening in the world,
That's what I conflated. That it was that story. I heard a piece of that and I thought it's a girl coming out to say her piece of a story, and that's what it was. Somebody reached out to her and she said that's not how it went down at all, and then she gave her full account. And when he was confronted with that, he basically said his whole Arnold Palmer piece. He's like, yes, of course some of it was blown out of proportion. That's what made it funny. That's why I wrote it like that. But he made it seem like a whole racial justice point of that.
Yeah, I feel like if he made it funny, that'd be one thing.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It's just, and that story might not have been as detrimental to his career as sort of the whole amalgamation or like aggregate of all these separate ass like flagrant lies together. That's only like one supportive piece of evidence. Yeah, that story with that girl just goes to support that he lied about some more heinous shit, like people getting poisoned or like people at his church being like spied on and shit, or like crazy shit.
I'm aware even talking about this now feels so trivial, but being accused of faking racism is not trivial. It is very serious and it demands an explanation. So to everyone who read that article, I want to answer the biggest question that's probably on your mind. Is Hasan Minhaj secretly a psycho? Underneath all that pomade is Hasan Minhaj.
I hate this so much. Gone are the days. No, I mean really, gone are the days of just taking some shit on the chin and just refuting it. Just refute it. Why do you have to be so cute about it? Really, why do you gone are the days of me in the fucking hair and makeup, getting dolled up and sorry, am I truly just a movie star? Am I really just, am I that guy? Or am I a monster? Or am I a total piece of shit? Who knows? We're going to explore this together and get down to the bottom of it as a family. All my Hasan Minhajers out there, my troop. Come on, y'all. Let's go for a ride on the emotional roller coaster that's my Arnold Palmer of fucking truth. Let's figure it out. Like, why can't we just say, no, for real, why can't you just be like, okay, y'all, I know this is late. I know it's probably not going to mean shit to you guys at this point because it's so late. This came out forever ago. I had to take my time with it, though. I had to sit on this one, and this is what I'm coming back with. That ... A, B, C, and D, I did not tell the truth, and here's where. Here's what was true of this, and now can I explain why I embellished that? Can I explain why I built certain parts up more than others, and I blew a lot out of proportion? Just so to see if it makes sense to you. If it doesn't, hey, it might not. But I hope that the work I'm doing today, everything I've been doing since I've told those jokes, has been, has been recognized as productive. And a productive addition toward the causes that I fight and advocate for on a day-to-day basis. Why can't you just do that? Why do you have to get all fucking...
like how athletes apologize for shit? He should have just did that.
Like, I'm sorry. Sit down. Exactly. Put the Gatorade out of the fucking frame. Get all the sponsors out of here.
Once you said that shit, I was like, damn, I wouldn't want some fucking Gatorade.
What?
I got some in the car, but it's like 2 years old.
I'm just saying, let everybody know you're serious. Because all this does, this just murkies the water even more. This makes people think, okay, is he full of shit? Because he's acting real smug about this. And he's acting not just smug, but he got somebody to help co-write an entire script. We've got a cameraman. We've got a team of editors involved. This is produced, and he's being real cute with this shit too. Like, he's not just in earnest sitting here, debating the facts at this point. Now it's like he's moving his eyebrows a lot. He's getting real fucking, again, cute is the word. It's like, can we not just be adults now?
Just a con artist who uses fake racism and Islamophobia to advance his career? Because after reading that article, I would also think that. So I took a beat before responding, because like you, I've been paralyzed by the news coming out of the Middle East.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I almost want to turn this shit off right now. I don't even want to hear what he has to say. Certainly not on the podcast. I'll just put this on in my sleep, and I'll take away just as much as I would if I actually watched this shit. If I actually watched him express as slowly as humanly possible that he's a fuck up, and that he literally fucking...
Well, I'm like, I was like, why does it take 21 minutes?
Because it doesn't. Because I had to take a break because I'm overwhelmed by what's happening in the Middle East. I have
too much money.
It could.
I don't know what to do with it.
What's happening in the Middle East could not have come sooner for me. Thank God that so many people have died to save me from addressing this controversy that I'm undergoing right now. And I mean, my heart goes out to the tens of thousands of people that have died from aerial debris, from missiles, and from now a ground invasion. Again, I pray for each and every one of them, and may they know in heaven or hell or in between in purgatory, may they know that their sacrifice was indeed not in vain. It was not for naught. Because I didn't have to address this shit for 2 months. Thank God. Thank goodness.
Just in time.
Why even invoke that? Why take that approach? Why blame an ongoing global crisis for why you were too pussy to fucking acknowledge some shit? It's as simple as just coming right out and saying, I lied about this, and here's why. And y'all can take it, y'all can leave it, but I'll do everything in my power to win you back. And I'll continue every day here. I am not Amy Schumer, you guys. I'm not. I do not just steal jokes. Can we rejoice in that I didn't steal anything?
Oh my God.
I might have stolen a couple jobs as a result of my lying, but I did not steal anyone's jokes. Blatantly, they're not verbatim what
oh my God, what I'm saying and
what John Mulaney said on his last special does not line up with what I'm saying. Can we take a sigh of relief at that? Because it's so common. We see that all the time. This is new. Let's have a laugh. This is new. What's going on? I'm just a liar. Who knew? I didn't. I'm figuring that out and I'm changing. Well,
it's like I've been talking to my therapist. They said I'm a what's it compulsive?
Yeah, take that approach. That would have at least been creative. Enough with the blaming some extraneous shit that came at like the I mean, you want to talk about right place at the right time. Goddamn, Benjamin Netanyahu said, "Hold my beer." I'm taking this one. I'm taking all the focus. I'm taking all the damn news articles, everything for you, Hasan. This is for you. This is my olive branch to Muslims, Arabs everywhere. I'll kill your people so I can take some heat off this article. I mean, that's really what he's doing. That he could not speak about anything else until this conflict was resolved.
And I've been processing all the criticism that has come my way. And I just want to say to anyone who felt betrayed or hurt by my stand-up, I am sorry. I made artistic choices to express myself and drive home larger issues affecting me and my community, and I feel horrible that I let people down. And the reason I feel horrible is because I'm not a psycho. But this New Yorker article definitely makes me look like one. It was so needlessly misleading. Not just about my stand-up, but also me as a person.
He would be like an excellent
like a news guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say propagandist.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like somebody who's like, I'm telling you the truth right now. This is what's really happening. No, look at me. Focus on me. I'm going to look right into the camera. You're never supposed to do that. I'm going to look.
What's it? Influencer or like a magician?
Yeah. No, exactly. Like a magician. Exactly. Like, but his magic act is delivering you information, which is so fucking dangerse. Just like, no. Look at we're here now. We're here together in this moment.
That's like a form of like hypnotism / manipulation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's what he's accused of, is manipulating people by straight up lying.
Damn, son. And he's doing it now. Oh shit.
In the way
he's like, I'll show you. I'm good at this. He's like, that's what you forgot. I'm good at this shit.
Exactly. He's actively doing. He's actively like waving this all away by looking directly into everyone's soul and acting like it's just you and I in this room, in this crazy brown room right now.
Are we in an abusive relationship with Hasan?
We're just hashing it out. Hey, look, come back, babe. Hey,
oh my God,
I know I lied. I know I slept with 5 people, and it's well documented, and their accounts are corroborated, and there are actually voice recordings, and there's, I think, a video. But, I'm sorry that I disappointed you, but come back, because it's just me and you now, and this is real. I can explain myself.
I'm going to do better next time.
I'm going to do so much better. And can I tell you, I actually didn't do anything wrong. And here's why. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you were offended. Hey, babe, I'm sorry if you were offended.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Because this article makes it seem like you should be offended. Because what God wrote about me 2 months ago makes it seem like you should want to castrate me. Like you should want to take our daughter. You know what I mean? But I'm here to tell you that did not happen the way they said it happened. Now sleep. When you hear me, when you hear me clap 3 times, you'll wake up and you will have forgotten all of this. And Claire, whatever the fuck her name, Claire New York or whatever the fuck bitch is dead. I killed her. I had a team, but you don't know that because when I clap 3 times, you will have forgotten all of this, and Claire will be no more. She never existed. Think about Gaza. Think about how many people are dying. You can't think about anything else. When I clap 3 times, you won't be able to. You'll be so overwhelmed by the death in Gaza in October 7th in Israel that this is all over with.
This is all forgetting me completely.
I'm on the day. When I clap 3 times, I have the Daily Show. When I clap, honey, when I clap 3 times, I'm on top of the fucking world. We have more money than you could ever fathom when I clap 3 times. Do you understand me? I know you're asleep right now and you can't hear this, but I have to do this right for me so that when I come back, when you wake up, I look normal again, which is like my resting crazy ass cokehead eyes.
Oh shit.
I just hate the smugness. That's all for me. I've always sort of like hated really smug people, and I try not to be. And it's all it is a defense mechanism. Anytime I ever outwardly present as smug and like full of myself and like I'm gonna out mental chess everybody, and I want everyone to know that before it even happens. It's just been to protect myself from something I perceive as dangerous or, you know, what's going to be a headache.
This shit is beautiful. Look at this goddamn growth. Look at this man is so fucking in tune with himself. I could cry.
I mean, I'm drinking watered down Johnny Walker Black Label Scotch out of a coffee cup.
Goddamn, y'all. This is a man
with ice, with the cup and ice I got from the ice machine at my job that I carried all the way home in my car.
I was about to say, was the drink at the job too, or like how did
the cup and the ice were?
Okay.
The alcohol is all mine. But I say that to say I don't have all my shit together. But I'll tell you what. I hate seeing people pretend like they do when they so clearly don't. When they had to take 2 months, when they had to take a 2-month hiatus to address some shit that
60 days.
That it was 60 days to address some shit that they could have just made a simple, text apology for. They could have outlined everything. If he had to sit down with a lawyer, they could have done that in private and turn that shit around in a couple weeks.
He definitely did not do that. It would have been easy. It probably wouldn't have cost that much.
Instead, he has to spend $20,000 to get a team of creative minds together to make a 21-minute, 9-second video on YouTube. It's highly overproduced, where he's clearly like straight up acting.
I'm insulted. He thinks we have 21 minutes, but the hypnotism repetition is how it works. So I get that. I'm
going to skip through this, you guys, just for key points. I'm going to go to the parts of the video that look like people trafficked them the most. Yeah, this most replayed shit right here.
Highlighted fucking words.
You said what?
I'm looking at the preview. It's like highlighted
Sorry,
words.
it's blocked on our screen, but yeah, no, he's looking at tweets or X's, and he's going through them here. We'll look at it, but I encourage you all to watch this full video if you can find the time. If you can somehow
let us know what you think of it when you watch.
Let us know what you think. I'll be listening to it in my sleep at some point, but I will not be watching this. And maybe when I do take it all in some way, shape, or form, I'll talk about it again, and I'll give my fully informed take on it. But for now, let's just skip through this, and then let's end on this. We talked about 2 things. We talked about what I think is more important, which is Sidney Mecham and everyone like him in the world. I stand behind Sidney. I mean, that Sidney could have just as easily been the next candidate for the Daily Show. Are you kidding me? With a plight like his... I mean, you want to talk about an everyman struggle? Here's a guy, just your average pedo. He's stuck in traffic. Just the worst traffic you've ever... Forget the first part. Just the worst traffic you've ever seen in your life that we've all been in, where you're just at a standstill. You're trying to get to your mom's barbecue with sis and the cousins, and you just want to do white trash shit with your white trash clan of white trash as soon as possible, and there's cars in the way and they're not moving. Are you kidding me? So what does Superman do? Superman goes to the telephone booth, spins around, changes, and then he drives into a parade full of people. And he fucking gets where he needs to go. And he picks up a Carvel ice cream cake on the way, or whatever fucking Fields cookie cake, whatever he has, Mrs. Fields, whatever he has to do. It's going to be in a mall, though, where whatever he decides to pick up will be in a shopping mall, because that's white trash is going to do what white trash does. Amen. I'm sorry, Ma, I had to stop at the mall. The traffic's so goddamn bad. I haven't eaten in 30 minutes. I had to get the Japanese takeout that's really Chinese. That's really just Chinese stir fry. Before I picked up the cake that I forgot to call ahead for. They had to make a whole fucking cake, right? I told them, I'll take whatever you have. I'll take the shit out the case. They insisted, I'll make you the cake right now. I said, fuck that, and I robbed them at gunpoint. And I got back in my truck, and I hit 5 children. I had to hit him. I wanted to fuck him. I wanted to rape 5 children. I couldn't. I had to hit them instead so I could get there in time. You keep saying you're turning off the grill. I haven't eaten in 5 minutes. Since the Japanese Chinese takeout I got from the fucking mall food court. Ma, this is your fault. I'm a victim. He could have been the perfect victim for the Daily Show or for, the American public. But no, Hasan has to lie. He has to make up little fucking fibs about the FBI and about shit that never happened.
Now we'll never get
robbing
Sidney.
Real American here. Truly, Hasan isn't handicapped.
Nope.
Sidney has the placard to prove it.
Yep. Hasan doesn't have a cool truck with 3 fucking cameras. Goddamn.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
I thought I lost the recording. My heart dropped.
It was yogurt. Not
I just saw a black screen and I thought, oh fuck, we lost it all.
Yogurt. Stop.
I am noticing the time skipping seconds though, so I'm gonna hurry up.
Is it?
Like the record, we're at an hour and 22 minutes, 30 seconds, but it's like the time counter is skipping seconds, so I'm like, that's worrying me. All right, let's skip through here. We see him reading articles and shit.
Fact check my stand-up special, but not properly fact check their own article. If you're still here, I have 2 more stories that I want to address.
Okay, so he's pointing out facts about
not needlessly
one
cruel,
of the stories,
even though that's what the New Yorker wants you to believe, despite the evidence. I was an open book. I sat down in good faith. They had my testimony in 4 years of correspondence, backed up with receipts, all on the record that showed my race was a factor in my prom rejection. I wasn't careless with Bethany's privacy, and she thanked me for keeping her family's identity safe. So how could the New Yorker imply the opposite? But here's the bigger question. Why did the New Yorker fact check my stand-up special, but not properly fact check their own article? If you're still here,
okay, so Bethany's story.
If you're still here halfway through this long ass story.
I know, but that's intentional. That's by design, because now he can say, hey, I know I was late to the game, but I sat down and we got 20 minutes on the record refuting every last point to the best of my ability. And if you want to watch it, hey, that's your prerogative. But yeah, exactly. I mean, if you don't want to watch it, then that's on you. Believe what you want to believe. But I've done my part. Again, it's that smug fucking sense of security when he has no business feeling or acting like that. But that's also how people get off. That's how people, that's what it takes sometimes to convince the people that desperately want to believe that they've elected you their rightful and true leader, to those people, this is all they need. They only need the first 8 minutes, and they're like, okay, oh, phew, he's doing it. Oh, I was so worried that the article came out. Oh my God, I'm sweating. The article came out, and oh my God, he didn't say anything for like, oh my God, I was counting the weeks, like each day went by, and I was like, oh, Hasan, you have to say something, because like they're saying that you're lying, and I don't want to believe that, because I retweeted everything you've tweeted since 2005. And I just can't afford to believe that you would have lied about it. But oh my God, in the first 6 minutes, I am convinced. I'm convinced that you're fine, that I'm fine for supporting you publicly, and that everything's okay, and I can sleep now. I can finally say I have not been able to sleep. I've just been to Starbucks, to work, and back over and over again because I can't sleep. I've lost so much time over this. Thank you so much. You made it up. You made it 21 minutes worth that I'm never gonna watch it all. And you're so right here. If I'm still here, I'm not. I left at 6 minutes because this is too long, but it's exactly what I needed. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to continue to support you blindly now and forever. Okay, sweetie. Thank you so much.
Once I saw the highlighted
I know.
words,
I'm like, is there going to be a credit reel, or does he credit people? He just says, I brought receipts. Great. He doesn't actually show who edited this or who helped him write this, or the team of people or his team of lawyers, I'm sure, that helped him assemble all this. It's just so
what to say, what not to say.
What happens on his YouTube, because he interviewed Obama. That's the last thing he did on his little YouTube channel here. I said little, he has like almost 2 million. He did that. And then a basketball video. Yeah, the Obama thing is what everyone was there for. And then he does stand-up clips. Or he does clips from his show. From Patriot Act. I mean, that's cool. It's cool that he has a YouTube channel, I'll say. Not a lot of people do. Not a lot of big celebrities will just straight up have like a YouTube channel that they run.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like most famous people that I look at is like musicians anyway. So like I see.
Oh well, they all have YouTube channels where they post 20 clips of the next music video coming out, or like every stage of the development of a music video. But for like actors and comedians and people, they never have YouTube channels. And if they did, they like delete them the moment they get an agent, Yeah. So I mean, it is
like,
cool.
What the fuck is this garbage you've been posting? It's like, oh my bad, let me get rid
But
of it.
he clearly deleted all the shit that he had on here prior to becoming famous, because now it's only like the lowest view count is 160K, and it's still highly produced. Like like our YouTube channels, right? With like the grainy ass.
Yeah.
Club videos of us doing
forever.
Exactly.
So where we started. It's like I don't really like Aubrey, but it's like he said, started from the bottom, now we here. You know what I'm saying?
There we go. And with that message, we started from the very bottom of this heaping pile of shit that was the story. I apologize, but we're here now. We're better for it. Watch it yourself if you want. I don't care. If you're still here, thank you.
You can.
I know you stepped away at the 6 minute point because you just needed to know that we're back. And now that we've reassured you of that, you left again, which I don't appreciate, but I'll act like I do just so that we can move on and be better for
Even
it.
though the first 3 minutes were just Christian.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. That's why you stayed, though. I know that's why you stayed for 6, because you were like, I have to split the difference. I have to make sure Lorenzo's okay. And now we're straight. Now they're back. Awesome. An hour and a half? Hell no. That will never happen. They know better. They know better than that. And we do, and we won't do this again. I try to keep these short. I know we both do. We have shit to do. I'm at the point now in the show where I'm using my Twitch frames on accident. That's how you know we've gone too long, where you see a little Twitch view counter in the corner because I'm using the wrong windows, the wrong cropped frames. So no, this is not live, but that reminds me, please go find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/HugoStranger10. Pretty please go watch me. I've started playing music on there in my spare time. I've started playing more games. Naraka Blade Point occupies most of my time, sadly. It's a god-awful game that I'm addicted to. Bloons Tower Defense, Floons for the proper individual, as they might refer to it, Floons TD6. Anything you want to say about that?
I play that shit every fucking day.
Every day, and I hear about it. You guys haven't heard from us. I've heard from Lorenzo. Each day, there's a daily challenge that I get a nice, timely screenshot of, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's usually 1 or 2 monkeys on the field, and I don't know how many rounds it is. I don't know what they're facing, what threat they're taking on. I just know I'm going to get a picture and like a very brief 5 to 7 word description, just barely a description of events. So I go, I've been so out of the game. I don't know what's going on, but I love to know that you're single-handedly keeping Bloons Tower Defense 6 alive and on the App Store or on the market. So appreciate that. We should do another Bloons episode, but I think we should have things to talk about. We can't do it like last time. We can't do it like last time where we didn't prepare anything and we're just playing the game silently. Yeah.
Well, I was commenting. I was like talking during it, but I guess we should have something to talk about as well. We'll pick a topic. We'll pick topics and talk about various.
We should have videos to watch like Hasan here and commentate on while there's also popping and monkey noises in the background.
It's like how the influencers, they'll like doing some shit and then they'll have like a car or some shit on the bottom.
Yes, there's a car being built. There's like a kinetic sand castle being built. There's a whole corner dedicated to somebody mushing like fucking green slime in their hand. Somebody's playing Roblox often, so we'll be doing that, but with Bloons, while we also discuss important current events, getting you the news you need in the way you'll learn to love by hearing popping noises all throughout, like bubble wrap the entire time.
We're gonna start L&C news.
L&C news.
L&C news.
Advice for Sidney. Anything you want to tell our boy?
Advice for Sidney is...
really just thoughts of encouragement.
Get some tinted... First off, you should have got... I'll give you some hindsight. You should have had tinted windows. Should have had them bitches.
Oh, yeah.
Also, like,
don't put them down.
My guy. Yeah, leave the windows up.
Yeah.
Turn the fucking window button off so that you can't turn them down.
My window's locked! I can't!
Yeah.
When he's like, when the cop's banging on the door, open up! I can't! The child safety lock's on.
Oh my god, yeah. That's terrible. Because he definitely would have that on.
Yeah. It's for their safety on the out. It's not. I don't have a child in here that's in breach of my probation.
Oh my god.
I'm just trying to get to my mom's house. That's it. That's all I want.
I want to get the Zamboni.
He feels so Italian. Let's look this guy.
Angry. Are all Italians angry? I don't even know. But it just seems appropriate.
I don't know. Okay.
Italian's important.
Look at this. We're just like in the middle of the song, but I don't give a fuck. I look up his first and last name, and the sex offender registry for Portland comes up. That's the first thing. Mecham Sidney.
Fucking shit.
His middle name is Sean. That's good to know. Date of birth. What is that? April. Oh my god. May 8th, 1981. So he's 42. We got his address. Don't send him anything, please, you guys. Leave him alone. This is public information, though, so I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doxing Sidney here. This is out there. I found it. You could have looked it up yourself. You probably already did when we used his first and last name. He's 5'10". He's a big dude. He's average. Oh, my God. What? Disabled. Employment's disabled. That's his... That's his key source of income. Nice.
Oh, my...
Conviction for sodomy on my birthday or birth year. He did sodomy and rape. And then another sodomy in 2016. Love that. Sex abuse as well. So he got a couple charges both times.
The problem is they let these motherfuckers back out.
Yeah.
When they clearly show that they have no business being out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So like, yeah, that's the problem with the prison system. That, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like some people you just don't need to let back out. It's that simple.
For real.
You know, if he can't fucking control himself, I feel like if you're committing crimes against people, your ass you just need to stay in there.
Just stay in there, make some friends. The good news is they're all going to be your age, and then y'all can have fun. Y'all can talk, sit around, dream about all the traffic chases you'll be in someday when you escape, which you won't. You're going to die. You've got a couple years left before you have that one stroke that changes shit for you, where your mouth looks a little different for the rest of your life, or maybe like your eye changes, half of your face is sloped now, because again, that one prison stroke where they don't give you the heart meds for
do it because they heard about you. They heard your chomo.
They're gonna withhold your medication, and you're not gonna be able to afford it.
I was late. He didn't tell us.
He didn't tell us.
He didn't tell us.
He didn't tell us he was having a heart attack alone in his cell for 8 hours. He didn't tell us he couldn't breathe.
He didn't tell us.
His mouth is always open. We thought he was breathing.
I said, "Hey, can you breathe?" And he didn't say no, so I thought he could. he just had his mouth open, like
he opens his mouth when he thinks. But we thought he was breathing.
He's like a fish. He's like.
We thought he was getting too much air. We thought he was turning purple because he's a jokester. He likes to make jokes. He likes to kid. He's our comedian. We call him Sidney the comedian.
Yeah, that's what Sidney stands for. Sidney, yeah. Everyone knows that. Sidney, yeah.
Oh boy, we didn't even give any advice to Hasan, but he doesn't need any. He's so confident that he's got it all figured out.
He probably wouldn't listen anyway.
Yeah, probably not.
The worst people, the worst fucking people. Goddamn.
Oh my gosh, you guys, please, before you leave, go see the website here that I have pulled up, cheerscomedydc.com. Go get a ticket or two or three. Just get all the tickets you can to the Dark Comedy Showcase featuring myself, M. Fisk, Anya Pine, Xavier Montez, Angel Penn, Reed Kelly, and headliner Evie Demi. It's an evening of dark comedy presented by Cheers over in D.C., Cleveland Park, Washington, D.C., over at good old Fat Pete's Barbecue. PJ, the main man, restaurant owner himself, is helping us host this really, really fun event. And I will be emceeing, I'll be hosting, I'll be introducing everybody on stage. I'll be up first, so I need you there. I need you there and square in a seat. Having something to eat and having a good hearty old laugh.
Indeed. But you boys, you know what to do.
You know what to do. Get out there and bus. Get out there and bus. Fat Pete's Barbecue. The date is November 18th, and the time to be there to get in is 7:30, and it'll start at 8:30. So you can get in as early as 7:30. The show starts at 8:30. Okay. Let me know if you get a ticket, and I will look out for you. I'll find you. I'll say hi, and then I'll pretend you're not there because I'll get nervous if I know you're sitting there.
This is your one and only chance to see both of the Bussy Boys there.
We'll both be there. Lorenzo already has his ticket. He's already a supporter. He's already my number one fan. He's going to be there. So please come see us. Signing T-shirts. I'll bring one of those silver Sharpies that'll show up on black shit.
Yep. Or we'll just get like some bleach and a paintbrush and just like.
Or we'll do it like that. We'll ruin a perfectly good black-owned business printed shirt for you, because I know my fucking autograph will look all sorts of messed up if I'm writing in bleach, but I'll try. It's just gonna be brown. It's just gonna show up like light brown.
No, it's gonna be red. Black turns red.
It turns red? Okay, gotcha.
Black turns red.
Okay.
Like a nice bright red.
That's pretty cool. I wish it turned purple because that would fit the show. That would fit our theme.
Ooh,
But,
shit. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. You can color it in purple after.
Maybe we could
just add some blue to it. Add some blue to that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Damn, great
we will not
minds.
provide the blue. We'll provide the red. You can do the rest. If you're a real fan, you'll make it purple.
Factuals.
Go see us November 18th. I'll be there. It's going to be a fun show. Go have fun. I don't have it on the screen. I just noticed. There it is. It's on the screen. CheersComedyDC.com. Again, featuring myself, Amphis, Anya Pine, Xavier Montes. Angel Penn is great. I love Angel. He's always taking people's pictures. My headshot for the show is courtesy of Angel. Love that guy. Reed Kelly, he did all the promo graphics for this. This image we're looking at right now, that's courtesy of Reed. And Evie Demi, the hilarious Evie Demi, will be headlining, doing a good 20 minutes plus. So we love that. He's fantastic. $10 online, $15 at the door. So you know what to do. Get them shits online while it's cheap.
Oh, yeah. Cheap as fuck, boy.
And there are fees. It'll come out to like $13.26 or whatever you see here. So it's not going to be quite 10, but it is going to be a tad cheaper than at the door.
Cheaper than at the door. Don't want to go at the door paying that full price.
No, you don't. Although it does go to support us, and that will go to me and the other performers. So if you do want to pay more, be my guest. I won't stop you.
Well, don't be afraid to tip.
And tip, yeah. Go stuff a fucking tenner in my bra before the show. Yep. That'll put me in the mood. You want to see me go off the rails, get a little crazy, get a little Sidney? Slide me a $5. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What is that from? What is that?
It's like, is it a Vine?
No, what's that guy? Oh my god. Why did that? That took me back. Yeah. Go stupid. Oh, go crazy. Go stupid.
Yeah.
I almost want to watch that right now, and then we'll go
shit.
on that.
Wait, who is that motherfucker?
I know. That dude's awesome. I miss him.
Throwback.
Go crazy. Yeah, go crazy, go stupid.
Hey.
Here we go.
Go crazy. Go stupid. Go crazy. Go stupid. Go crazy. Yeah. Go stupid. Go crazy. A little bit.
Nice. Is that the telescope guy from your mom's house? I feel like.
Is it?
Girl, you turned me into a telescope.
What the fuck?
You never seen that?
No.
Turn me into a telescope.
I thought you were gonna sing for real. I was like, oh, that's
yeah, it's him. It's the same dude.
Oh.
I turned into a telescope.
Good rising. Hi, babe. On this great Saturday. I've been looking at your picture so long, babe.
So this is a love letter to somebody. And his poem here is that he turns into a telescope.
And they magnify my eyes, babe. I turn into a telescope when I see your page. You feel so good to me, babe, that when I meet you and you talk to me, I want you to melt me like hot chocolate candy do. And not with hot breath, but with cool. I love you, babe. You melt me every day.
On just the most low-res, choppy-ass... Yeah, here they are talking about other people. So this is a direct pipeline to your mom's house because they talk about that guy and like, what's that guy's name? I'll figure it out later. But yeah, I was pretty sure that was him. That's funny. That's funny.
Pretty good.
You never seen his other videos?
Nah, I know he had other stuff. That's what I do.
I mean, you just don't forget teeth like that.
Factuals.
You don't.
Factuals.
Yeah.
Got him. These nuts.
Well, that's something. That's someone else. That's like
Well,
the Great or whatever. Whatever.
You said you don't forget teeth like that, and I just thought of somebody else.
Yeah. I did think of him though.
Oh, shit. Now I'm thinking about what that one guy said about my teeth, and now I'm just like, damn, son, are teeth really such a
Yeah.
primary
Mine are
factor?
so fucked up. That's what I think about with every picture that gets taken to me. I think, oh my God, I can't wait to lie enough to get as rich as Hasan Minhaj so I can finally get these teeth fixed.
Oh my God.
You know?
might as well let it cook. It's gonna be a process. It's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but I'm like just trying to find the right lie, you know?
Oh my God.
That's what's hard.
You should say that.
That's what keeps me up at night.
Your shits aren't bad though. Your shits aren't bad. I know you got that
But
one.
that's the
so
truth. I have what one?
You got that one. You got that one. It's like in the back or some shit.
I don't know. I have several. I'll do this just this once. I'll do this at the point of the show where I know nobody's watching. I'll lift up my top lip so you can see I got my little canines on the top here. Yeah. They're fucked up. They're like, I got one over here that's all the way up here, and then I got one right here that's like almost as high up.
If you ever bite somebody, just like they'll be like, I don't know what it is. That's not where.
Well, I used to do this. I used to like pretend to be a redneck.
What the fuck, yo?
Because it's all gums, you know.
Oh shit. Oh damn. No, real talk. I know somebody like that.
You can do that.
He's like, I ain't got no teeth.
Oh no,
I ain't got no teeth. It's my good tooth.
Fortunately, I do have, but in the back I have one that's cracked. Boy. And it's actually gray because it's totally dead now. Yeah, it died in 2017. That tooth died, or it was on its way out. It probably died in like 2019, but the inciting incident was in 2017 when I cracked it on a sprinkle from an ice cream cone. and I know what happened then because I felt every bit of that ice cream as it trickled into the open tooth that cracked wide the fuck open when I clamped down on that sprinkle. I don't know why I went back to the screen here, and there we go. There I am.
Need to get that taken out.
I know, so I have to get rich. There's no two ways about it.
Oh my God!
I'm just gonna get blood cancer and mouth cancer, and they're gonna take my jaw off.
Like,
is what it is.
Like go to your brain and shit.
No, it already has. I get lightheaded all the time. Like I just get like brain fog and lightheaded all the time for no reason.
You ever see Castaway?
Yes, I turn into Tom Hanks.
You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Get some pliers. Hey, get real turn. Well, what they say, alcohol, your blood doesn't clot like it's supposed to. So
yeah, I'll bleed out if I get really drunk. Sadly,
I don't know
that won't
what
work.
to tell you, but you might have to. You know what I'm saying? It might not be hard. It might fall out.
It's kind of comforting though. It's comfort because it hurts a lot. So like if I ever want to like hurt myself, if I have like self-destructive, I just go. If you see me doing this, I'm flogging myself. I did bad on stage, and now I'm taking it out on myself. If you just see, and it's real subtle.
Oh my God. No, I think my shit in the same space it used to hurt and shit. They said it was like a cavity under my fillings, but luckily I had dental insurance at the time, and they like they fixed my shit up.
I gotta go check it out. Yeah.
I try to take care of my shits now. I brush every night.
No, yeah, that guy was right. You have great teeth. I'm jealous. You have great teeth.
Every night. I think it's because I just happened to always like take care of them as a kid and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
didn't always floss, but like I always brush.
That's why mine are good now. Like good enough to like not all be as bad as the one in the back. It's because I take care of them now. Like I have an electric toothbrush. I have floss everywhere. I floss in my car, in my...
That shit is expensive. Dental shit is expensive. Yeah. Once after that shit, I was like, I gotta take care of these bitches.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying? I've got to take care of them.
And now it just feels good to floss. It feels good to do all that shit the right way the first time.
Your shits are bleeding. Yeah. Your gums swells and shit.
Yep.
Yeah. But like, afterwards, it's like, ooh, son, sometimes I'll just be like in my mouth for like half an hour. I'm just in there loving it. I got the floss pick. I'm picking.
Yeah.
Got the little stick part, I'm like all up in my shit.
I think what turned me away from it as a kid was the bleeding. Of like, oh my god, am I supposed to hurt myself? That's what it takes.
The pennies, you know.
Yeah, and then you taste that shit, but it's like that's the reward system now, is knowing I'm doing it right by hurting myself. It's the same reason why white bitches throw up and shit after each meal. It's a feedback loop, but this is a good one because it means you don't have to pay thousands of dollars on a root canal or on a fucking tooth removal or on veneers.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. White women will definitely abuse themselves in order to have what they want.
Yeah.
One time, I saw this. It's a young lady that you're aware of, but you haven't met. But I watched her. You know how I have like metal water bottles? I watched her beat herself in the head with
that's
one.
That's lovely. That's normal behavior, if I've ever heard of any.
Shit. Oh shit! Yeah, bitches be crazy, bro. Oh shit!
Beat yourself with a metal canister. That's
until they bled. They had piercings in their fucking face until they bled.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bitches be crazy. And then like they didn't feel that shit. They just like
walked
it's just kind of gangster low key. Yeah, they're like, I guess they're so riled up they don't even realize it. They're like, oh fuck, now I'm bleeding.
That's like
and they're just like
Kingpin.
mad and shit. Yeah, don't even give a fuck that they're bleeding. They're just mad. It's like, yeah, bitches be crazy, bruh. Dude, it couldn't be me. I couldn't imagine. Could you imagine? Yo.
I mean, I would love to be able to do that to make a point.
You do bad. You do
just
bad.
Have, like, blood on my shit. Like, hang on, guys. I take my metal clipboard or whatever I have on stage with me and just like. And I go back. Thank you so much for the time. Thank you.
You wouldn't drive home that night.
Like, you've been a great audience. Thank you.
If anybody cared about you, or
my eyes just like dangling out of my. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate it. I'll be back next week.
Back from school, he told me when he was like a small child, his like eye got kicked out the socket or some shit. Yeah, and it was like hanging. Gotta put it back in.
What? Oh.
Yeah, I almost broke his leg because he ignored me one day.
What?
But
we're gonna pick up with that next time. Don't give that to them. Give them something to come back for. We're giving the game away.
On the next episode of
because no one's listening, right? But if they do, again, thank you if you're still here.
Yeah.
Just want to take a note out of Hasan's book.
Here.
On to the next part of the article.
Oh shit! Oh damn!
No, I'll pick up with that. What the fuck? You almost broke somebody's leg? God damn! Because they weren't listening. That's okay. That's just as bad as hitting yourself over the head.
No, I did it to someone else, not me. That's different. If you hitting yourself, you crazy. That's kind of fucking wild.
Because you feel that you should be able to stop yourself. Yeah.
Son, oh my god.
If you're not feeling it, if it's someone else feeling it, you might not be able to stop. I get that.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's someone else, not myself. I won't hurt myself. I'm not a fucking psychopath.
You're just a narcissist. That's all. You're not a psycho.
Narcissist, gaslighter, misogynist, all the other shit. I
would never hurt myself. Other people, that's a breeze.
I love it.
Like I said, I almost broke his leg. It would have been easy.
Yeah.
Well, let's pick up with that. We'll start with what that person meant to you. Why their leg was so disposable at a moment's notice. It was up for grabs.
Oh, shit.
What you were going to break it with, because you had to be plotting.